Well, we're working our way up back out of Irwin from Uncle Johnny's. We took a zero yesterday there. Just kind of one of our group people had got off for a day, so I was going to take a zero to kind of help with my shin splints, and they're better and everything. I've just not been pushing it, and then just kind of do some feet care and do some resupplying stuff, and went into town and just kind of got me an extra layer just to go through the Roan Highlands during this little cold snap we've got. But other than that, it was a great day yesterday. Just kind of sat around and chit-chatted with everybody and talked and played some Jenga. But it was a good day. And then today we're leaving out. It's the 13th of March, so we don't know exactly how far we're going to get. We're waiting for our other guy to hook back up with us. He's coming across the other mountain, so he's 12 miles behind us, so just waiting on him a little bit. So it's just taking our time up through here, and then we'll mosey on. But it's a little rainy, dreary out today, but not too bad. It's about probably about 40, 41, something like that. But just kind of easing up through here, just taking our time. Heavy packs coming out of town, so it is what it is. But anyway, we'll soon get on across through here. We had Steve from the Unicoi Shuttles pick us up at Uncle Johnny's and take us over to Walmart, and I'll tell you what, he's a pretty good feller. And then Uncle Johnny's is a pretty good place to stay at. I think we had old wood stove in there, and I'll tell you what, you get that thing to rocking. It's like Grandma's used to be. It was more comfortable outside than what it was inside. So it was a pretty good stay on that. When I got into town, I was wanting a little bit of Mexican, or I was. I'd been craving it, so anyway, the guy dropped us off at Food City, and he recommended a place. It was a Mexican place about a mile away from Food City. He said, yeah, they're real good. So after we'd walked 17 miles, we ran to the Mexican place. You would have seen a fat guy run, but we ran the mile, got over there. They was doing renovations, so we ended up ordering at the back door at the kitchen, and the lady was real sweet. I'll tell you what, now they can throw out some good Mexican food. It was good. I got some Pollo Loco, and we just all went and ate on the concrete pad they had laid and everything. Kodak, she had asked about where we were sitting at, and I said, well, I would have ate over there, but there's a graveyard over there. And she said, are you sure that's a graveyard? I said, because it was right across the road from the funeral home. And I said, yeah, I said, it's a graveyard. And she said, well, it could be like, advertising plots and all that. And I said, well, they need to update their plots. I said, its name and date I saw on it was like 1812. I said, they need to update that. But it was a graveyard. We was just laughing about that. But it was a good old time. And then the feller came over, and he did pick us up because we just didn't have enough time to get back over there to Food City. But anyway, it was really good. It was really good. It was much needed. We're getting up here to this snow line where it snowed last night. It's been blowing it a little bit from the higher elevation up there, but it is a gorgeous outline. I tell you what, the Lord can outline a gorgeous picture. That is for sure. Look at that. Look at that. Well, it's about lunchtime. I'm gonna stop here and get me something for lunch here at the Curly Maple Gap shelter. It is gorgeous around here though. It is gorgeous. That snow's just outlined everything. We stopped for lunch at the Curly Maple Gap shelter, but decided that next shelter was too far, and with the weather coming in and everything, we just decided to stay for the evening. Plus, we was waiting for one of our buddies to catch up with us, so they finally got called up across the mountain. So they had to walk a little bit, but you know, it's hard when you're having to roll out 4 miles, 4.3. So we was just kind of holding up for them. But it has been a nice day today. A little nippy this morning. It's never good when you can see through the rhododendron and laurel bushes. Them things curl up as the temperature gets colder. So got a little snow falling. From near as I can tell, it's about 31 right now. It did drop down pretty good last night, but stayed warm. No big deal. Got about 13 miles to go to the next shelter. Like I say, we took a kind of done a Nero yesterday, just up to the Curly Maple Gap shelter, which ain't but about 4.3 miles, 4.5, something like that out of town, just to wait on our other guy that's been hiking with us to catch up. But anyway, we're strolling along. Gonna see where we can get to today. We're just gonna try to shoot for the next shelter, and that'll put us in line for coming out of the highlands by the weekend. Now that I actually got my thermometer working and away from the body heat I'm putting off, it's actually 21 degrees. So that's more like it, what it feels like. But anyway, it is gorgeous out here. The snow just outlines everything. Just makes it look different. And I think it's just basically blowing off the mountain, but man, it's pretty. I will tell you, I'm happy to report, I think this is Unaka Mountain, or slowly making our way up toward the beauty spot. I think that's on Unaka. But I am happy to report that great things are happening up here on this mountain. We have run into a heat wave and expecting the snow to melt pretty soon. 27 degrees. So you can't beat that. Great things is happening. It's beautiful out here. Beautiful. A little slick in places, but it is beautiful on it. But things is getting better. Still working our way toward the beauty spot. It's beautiful through here. I have to say, now this is just gorgeous up through here. Walking toward the beauty spot. This is gorgeous coming up. Still going up to beauty spot. Well, we're still climbing that mountain. Trying to get up here. It's beautiful though. Well, I think we're basically at the top. I'll take a... You can't really see anything. I think Kodak and Caps is a couple miles back. Caps got a later start this morning, and I had walked on ahead of them. This morning I was listening to some music, but the wind's up, so I'm gonna get on down below this tree line here. It is pretty up here, I mean in the snow. I guess it'd be a good place to go sledding at. Maybe. Or something or other. I am happy to report that the heat wave, they did get the air condition fixed in the heat wave that we had. So they did get the temperature regulated back down to the normal setting of 22. So, we're back to normal, so nobody has to worry about anything, you know, because that heat wave, whew, I thought it was the 4th of July. Nice field here. A lot of times I found out walking in snow, it's kind of hard. If nobody's went through there, the snow's already covered up people's tracks. So the blazes on the trees help on there, like that one. But just kind of have to look for them and stuff. You can see where it's kind of wore down through there. But anyway, we'll keep it. There's a pole with a white blaze on it, so we'll keep on trucking. If I don't fall and bust my tail in this snow. Pine forest up here on Unaka Mountain. I think I called the beauty spot going up through there, Unaka Mountain, but this is on the other side of it. Just kind of got my stuff mixed up. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. It's been hard, but pretty good. The sun's coming out a little bit. It ain't raised temperature up none, but it is breaking through the clouds. I'm almost to the shelter, so get over here and get some of these clothes off and see if I can start getting them dry a little bit. I know back up on Unaka, I was post hauling. It seemed like I was post hauling some in the drifts. I mean, it wasn't all that deep, but it was over top of my shoes. So it is what it is. But it's been a good day, been beautiful and everything. You can't see it too good through the trees. That's where we come from. That's Unaka Mountain. And if you look down, you can see the snow line down there where the lower elevations didn't really get none. So, like I say, we've been blessed. Out here it did get chilly last night, but everybody stayed warm. And so can't beat that. So anyway, we'll talk at you later. Well, here's Cherry Gap Shelter. Our abode for tonight. I think we made a wise decision by staying at Curly Maple Shelter last night and not continuing on to a tent site. As much wind is and everything else, there's not been really that much coverage for protection. Heck, the tent sites that I seen today. But anyway, here it is.